All right, I know what you're all thinking. Oh, great, just what we needed. Another boost pedal video, right? So yeah, I get it. There's a lot of overdrive pedals out there, but this one's quite a bit different. So here is the 1517 by Westminster Effects. And this pedal will take a low to mid gain amp or amp channel from this to this. All right, guys, this should be a quick one because boost pedals are pretty straightforward. This one's definitely a little different, but still going to be a pretty straightforward video. So Westminster Effects sent me this pedal here. This is the 1517, and it is not your average boost pedal. Now, this has a lot of cool features on it. So let me read them to you on his little card here. Normally, I read this kind of stuff on the crapper, but I'm going to do it here. So if it makes you feel better, picture me on the crapper reading this, just like most of you probably would, and maybe that'll help this stuff sink in a little better. Yeah, you're welcome for the visual, by the way. So this has the volume control, which controls the output, obviously. Gain controls the amount of distortion in the circuit. Turn it to the left to clean up, and turn it to the right to add more gain, obviously. Treble gives you more treble. Now this is where it gets different. So cut, you know, this cut switch here, what that does is it cuts bass and alters the sweep of the timbre knob, okay? And here's the timbre knob here. And then texture, it's a limiting circuit that introduces an additional hard clipping gain stage past noon. Timbre adjusts the upper mid-range frequencies of the drive section. To the right produces a brighter tone with more available gain. So those are the features on the pedal, and we're going to monkey around with some of that stuff right now. So what I have fired up right now, as you can see on the screen here, is the Red 7 Leviathan, and I have it on channel 1, which is the lower gain, like a mid-gain type channel, and I have the hot mode on. So let's hear it without the pedal. You kind of already did in the intro, but let's do it again, just for fun. All right, really good overall tone, sounds great, but it needs a little more. It's a little loose, and I want a little more aggression, you know, and I'm looking for a pedal that'll do that. And obviously this pedal does, because I showed you in the intro, but let's just see what I did to make that happen. And after that, we'll get into how versatile this pedal is, because it's not just for low to mid gain amplifiers, it's for high gain stuff as well. So let's switch cameras here and let's get to the pedal. So basically what I did is I put the cut switch up, and then I cranked the texture and the timbre knobs, and I'll show you what that does. So let's put those back to noon now, and then while I'm playing, I will let's turn the pedal on, and I'll turn the cut switch off and show you what it does. So this definitely does cut some bass. You can tell when I switch it. Let me do it one more time. It's on right now. I'll turn it off, and then I'll show you what it does. Now it cuts the right amount of bass, you know, so it's not just, you know, making the amp too thin. It still has a real nice thick tone to it. So let's mess with the timbre and the texture knobs and see what we have. Yeah, that timbre knob definitely adds some nice top end, but not too much. It's still very pleasing to the ears. It's not overly bright. So you can crank it on an amp like this and still get a really good sound out of it. So let's mess with the texture. Let's put the timbre back to noon. Let's mess with texture now. All right, it definitely shapes the gain and the saturation a little bit. Let me read that again. So it adds the upper mid-range frequencies of the drive section. To the right produces a brighter tone with more available gain. Yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling. It's subtle, but your hands will notice it just as much as your ears will. Your hands will probably notice it more than your ears will because it has a different feel to it. But it has a nice aggression to it, some thickness, and I really like what it does. So let's crank the, yeah, I had the volume down a little bit. I had it about right here. So let's crank that up. I don't really need the gain knob, you know, so we'll leave that alone. So let's mess with the treble knob. All right, so that adds a nice bite to the amplifier as well, just enough, you know, so if you want to have a little more bite and aggression, that'll do it. What I like is the sweeps on this pedal are all usable. You know, you can crank them and still get a really usable tone out of it, so I like that a lot. Hope you don't mind, I'm keeping it casual today. Want to have a cigar and do a video, hang out with you guys, so, you know, that's just kind of what we're doing, you know. So here's the other thing. I think it did wonders for the lower to mid gain section on this amplifier, that channel. Let's see how it gets along with the higher gain channel on this amplifier. So let's switch over to that. Now this channel is super aggressive. So the pedal is off. Let's hear what it sounds like with it off, and then I'll turn it on. All right, that really took off. I mean, that's a lot of aggression there. So let's mess around with this a little bit and see if we can tailor it for this channel on the amplifier, which is has a lot more gain. So I'm going to turn the cut switch off and just see what we have. All right, so I think that works if you want to keep a less aggressive approach to this channel, or you want to keep it a little thicker. The feel is really good. It's got a nice feel to it. But let's do the cut and then dial in everything accordingly so that I can get a little more of aggressive sound and see if this meshes with this channel of the amplifier as well. I thought it worked perfectly with that channel. I think it sounds awesome. Really aggressive, but not too over the top, you know, or sloppy or whatever. So I could probably, you know, tame the gain a little on the amplifier. So I'll go ahead and turn that down a little bit and find the sweet spot on that now, because this pedal really adds a lot of push to the amp and fullness. So let's mess with the gain on the amplifier now. All right, so I'm maintaining a lot of clarity, and taming the gain on the amplifier is pretty common. That's kind of something you do, you know, when you're boosting an amp. You want to turn the gain down a little bit so it's not overly saturated or overly aggressive or a little sloppy sounding. And I think that by doing that and then messing with the knobs on the pedal, I was able to come up with a configuration between both of these units, units meaning amp and pedal, that worked perfectly. So I think this sounds really freaking good. So whether you have a low to mid gain amplifier or channel on your amplifier, or even a high gain amp that's pretty tight by itself, but you still want something that's going to push it a little more so that you get a good response out of it when you're playing leads, and especially leads, but also rhythms, like intricate rhythms and stuff like that, I think this pedal would work really well for you. I think it's amazing. So there's a link below to Westminster Effects. You can go on their website and order one of these, and they're a great company. And I think he makes really good stuff, you know, so go ahead and get one for yourself. Just so you know, I'm not being paid for this. He sent me the pedal to keep, and you know, I just did this video because I really do like the pedal, and I wanted to tell you guys about it. So if you like it, great, go get one. If you don't, well, hey, that's fine too. I'm glad that you watched the video and hope you got something out of it. Well, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, and I want to thank Westminster Effects for sending me this pedal. And I want to also thank, I feel like I'm winning an Oscar right now. I want to thank my agent, my manager. I'm just kidding. I want to also thank everyone who's been purchasing my preset and profile packs. You know, really appreciate that. I do those for all the digital platforms. My latest preset pack or profile or whatever you want to call it pack is of the Bogner Uber Ultra for the Quad Cortex. So if you have a Quad Cortex and you like amazing metal tones, get that pack. That amp freaking slays, and that pack came out really good. So go ahead and get that. There's a link below to that as well. Well, I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.